Just be yourself. People say that they're sick of being told that, and that they don't understand why people keep saying that, and that advice only works for attractive people. Okay, but it's because we actually understand what it means to be yourself. Yeah, be yourself meant putting your best traits forward, the best parts of your quirks forward. You know, it's not just like sit around, burp, fart, and tell the worst stories of your life to people unprovoked. Like, I don't know, I feel like people who struggle with that advice are just bad at using their discretion. Yeah, it's like just your unique, it's the same as just showing your unique personality quirks. I've noticed that people, both men and women, who seem to have serious trouble attracting others, like they seem to not be able to get anyone to like them at all. Yeah, I've noticed that they tend to not understand these things. Getting people to like you is actually just looking good and having a good personality. Good and nice are not the same thing. A good personality is they're talking about you being a well-rounded individual. So you're as good looking as you are funny, you're as funny as you are kind, you're as kind as you are caring, but you still have dark traits. Everyone has dark traits. Yeah. And if you can lightly express them, so you have enough charisma to play it off as something cute or funny or quirky, people overlook them because, well, we all have dark traits. So let's say, I don't know, it's like how men talk about women on like men on the internet talk about women with that whole crazy hot index thing. So you can understand that you can overlook somebody's lack of sanity because they look good. Yeah. So extrapolate the same thing, but to personality. Like being able to overlook the fact that someone is a complete nerd about a topic. Like, yeah, overlooking the fact that, no. It's like being able to overlook the fact that somebody is very clumsy because, you know, you like the way they look and they are also a decent person. But then also, what I noticed about this whole just being yourself topic, I'm trying to talk fast because it's about to rain and I gotta go outside. But I've also noticed that people have this tendency, I don't want to talk about leagues and scales and all that, but there are people, both men and women, who tend to like people who, let's just say, their lifestyles don't match. So even if we leave the looks element out of it, it ain't looking good. Like, I have a guy get upset at me because, like, oh, okay, I like athletes, right? And there'll be a guy upset at me because of that. But that guy will be someone who doesn't like to work out, does drugs, etc., and hates social media. How were we meant to get on and have a good relationship if you hate everything I enjoy? You don't like to work out. You don't like socials. You do drugs. I don't do drugs. Now, where are we going? We're going nowhere fast. I mean, I have multiple tripods in my room. I practice what I'm going to say on camera sometimes by walking around talking to myself. Hold on, cut that out. I may not cut that out, I don't know. We're too different. And I feel like the people who are flopping really, really badly, that they can't even get someone to look at them. When it comes to this whole dating and attraction thing, I think that that's what's going on. They're thinking that because, yeah, looks on everything, they're thinking that they can kind of just, you know, ignore everything they're thinking that they don't have to put their best foot forward. Yeah, when yeah, you do. You do have to put your best foot forward. First of all, your looks are like your greeting card when people meet you, whether it's for romantic situations, financial situations, hell, even at school. Apparently they did studies that showed that apparently people treat better looking children better. But you know that teacher, everyone had that one teacher who seemed weirdly close to the popular boys in your year. So you have the looks element, then you have the personality element, and then you have the lifestyle element. So look good, have a well-rounded personality, and then lifestyle, have your own hobbies and interests and go for people who like those same hobbies and interests. I was about to leave and I just remembered this. Right, so there are some fundamental misunderstandings that I think people who struggle with this topic are having in their other social relationships. Basically, I think that a lot of these people who have this issue probably struggle making friends of the opposite genders too. If you can't have a friend of that gender, even if they turn out to want you romantically, but if you can't make a single friend of that gender for even like a few days, how are you gonna have a whole partner of that gender? Yeah, you don't even know how to talk to the girl or guy. How? There's no way. Right, I'm back again. But I noticed most of the guys that I was friends with never had trouble getting girls. And even though a lot of them ended up being people who actually liked me, when they would find out I didn't like them, they would, end up getting a new girl. They would end up getting like an actual girlfriend while still actually being my friend. Yeah, so they've never really been people who struggled, so it made me realize, this probably isn't an issue for people who actually know how to make friends of the opposite gender. Like, okay, I had to come back just another time. Everything you say you know about the gender that you are attracted to is based off of stereotypes that you're watching on like social media or TV. You're not even interacting with them in real life. So how on earth were you going to be able to date them again? Doesn't even make sense. No, really, it doesn't. This is why I say people need to look inward. Look inward. Not at me, at you though. I don't know why it's so hard. I mean, that's what I do. And I don't flop. I don't know why it's so hard for people. I feel like people who don't really do anything, like, it's not that they have nothing to offer, but they kind of neglect themselves for the sake of, they just neglect themselves. Yeah, they're the ones who you always see complaining, I've noticed. There's nobody who's that well-rounded that's going for people who have the same kind of interests as them, who are flopping quite that badly. Because I don't want to bring the whole, look scale, like, if a 10 goes for a 2, or if a 2 thinks that an 8 is attractive, but the 8 don't like no. Technically, yes, but no, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than just looks. It's everything. Because like the guy who I used earlier as a reference, he was not ugly. A very good looking guy. Looks just like the athlete boys. But you don't move like him. So, no. I want to jog in the morning. I like granola and yogurt bowls. My plates are colorful, B. Do you get why I mean, these are just trivial little things, but like, do you get where I'm going? These are trivial little things that are parts of my daily and weekly routine. You get me? I hope this was easy to understand. Remember, looks, personality, lifestyle. Don't neglect any of them. One does not substitute the other. It's true, you don't have to look like Prince Charming, or you don't have to look like Prince Charming or Cinderella. But that doesn't mean that you can just completely neglect the looks. Yes, you don't have to be a world's most active person or world's most interesting person, but that doesn't mean that you should sit around doing nothing. Because when you do nothing, you have nothing to say, and some of you are probably boring people and you don't even realize it, but that's a topic for another day. I'm going too far. And then don't hide your personality, your own little quirks, but make sure you present them in a tasteful manner. You know, it's not hard, I promise. I am no dating coach. I just wanted to talk about this because it really annoyed me, and the answer's so simple. And it seems like, because most of the people I know are more like me, it just seems like, why do we all get it and like they don't get it? They're missing this element.